Good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, that's my channel. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. We got another one, the Underrated Men Breakfast Fellowship Live. Yeah, time us men to vibe. Hey, swoops like me, how you doing? I want to do a chop up with you. Let me know, okay? I want to do a chop up with you. Before I continue, let me explain. Sister Swoop is. It's not an interview. You can also. I want you to ask me questions about myself too. And all I'm just asking, send me a picture or avatar and also do a pre-record on your channel before. Let people know that you're gonna do a chop up with me on my channel. All right? Queen Unicorn, good morning, good morning. Thank y'all for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. So this is gonna be men's. This is the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. It's all about building and it's things that we have to deal with that in this world they fail to understand that. But we all get this going. So I'm glad the women have showed up in the chat. Thank y'all so much. So I'm gonna go but let me know, swoops. Let me know, swoops, if you want to do a chopper with me. Be greatly appreciated. Also, Queen, you want to do a chopper with me on my channel? That let me know too. It's not an interview. I want you to ask me questions about me too, and also, like I tell Sister Swoops, um, please send me an email. Please send me a picture of yourself or avatar, and also do pre-record on your channel. Let people know that you be on my channel. All right, well let me know. But we're gonna get this going. I'm gonna hit y'all with this intro, and I'll be right back. Good morning.
What y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit.
Check this out.
Perfect.
Champion, the way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there, and I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah, that I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people is going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Again, this is the underrated men's breakfast fellowship live. Only men come to the panel. Gonna deal with our issues, critique, sometimes criticize, but also talk about the injustices of us men we have to deal with. And I know that part. Sometimes some men cannot deal with it, but I'm willing to deal with it. Because let me say this, and I know some man listening in this space. It's easy. Let me say that it's easy to critique another brother and say he's wrong, he need to do this and that. But it's so hard to encourage that brother, that man. It's hard to see the potential that he had right now and also help him to improve in other things. That's hard because our ego that gets in the way. I'm a man. I can say whatever I want. No, you can't say whatever you want. There's no empathy for us as men. And I know there are some in this world, most of this world, don't want to hear it, but it's true. That's why I take the time when I created a long time ago the underrated men's talk because it was a need. I said my prayers. Amen. I forgot to put the band out. Sorry. Come and join real conversation with the number one grinder, us as the righteous ones, individually. Let's make a change within ourselves and genuine being there for each other. We all we got. Remember that. We all we got, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. Had to go check out some things while I'm eating bagel and some mint tea. Well, Sunny Boxing Talk. Check your text or check your email if you want to come up. Peace to you and your family. Peace to everybody in the chat and your families. Pardon me the rudeness. I apologize to that. But I basically out of the underrated men's talk, I create this. Because I found out for a long time. But Alonso, check your email, your text, please. Yeah, in this space, there's no real men's talk happening. And I'm not saying other men talk about other men, constructively. I'm not saying that, but it wasn't no consistency. So I said, let me create this so in case, because sometimes us as men, we get vulnerable in the morning too. We get vulnerable all seasons. And trust us. Trust me when I say that, but I'll create this. For us as men, we go, okay, trying to get things going. Okay, Booker Ronnie. Okay, no problem, brother. So, in this instance, I want to create a space for men so it could be encouraged. Encourage. I want to talk about elections. Yeah, us as black men again got blamed for that. I'm not going to take on issues that high nobody want to talk about in this space. Now I'm talking about men. We have to learn to coexist. Even we don't like each other, but coexist and respect each other. So whatever point that this live ended, I want us to be inspired. Each of us be inspired. That's very important for me. I was ready. I'm on that. You don't have to like me, but you're going to respect my existence. You can't. I don't want to have no parts of you, man or woman. But we're gonna stick to men today. I don't want no parts of you. I don't. That's that very firm with that. Like Sonny, then Lon's got to know me and Ronnie. They can tell you. Leonard, hey, what's up? That's my day one fan right there. What's up, Leonard? I ain't see you in the wild. Peace to you and your family. That's day one right there. Salute to you back. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Oh yeah. Any man that wants to join the panel, my email's in the chat. But at the same time, I have to know you. If I don't know you, can't come up. You can stay, you can be in the chat and enjoy it, and you can build from there. But that's where I'm at right now. No. That's where I'm at. So certain things I'm very, very firm. Also here. Any man come up here, you're gonna respect my existence, you're gonna respect my channel, you're gonna respect the ones on the chat and even on the panel. That's how it is, and that's going to be. Can't respect that, don't come. And also that's also future lives what I do. Certain people in the space don't like how I say certain things. Okay. I really don't care. Because us as men, real men, let me say real men. Men have masculinity, let me say that. It has to be order. Unique Dawn, what's up? Thanks for coming. It has to be order. Y'all said, Pastor. Oh, whoa. I want you to come up, but I think I sent you the link. Brother Pastor. But if not, let me see your link because I want you to come up. This is men's talk, only men's only. Only men's only. Morning Real Talk, God's willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Looking at maybe 10:05, 10:05 or 10:15. But it'll be back tomorrow. God's willing. All right? And that's gonna be ladies and gents. Open panel. All right? All right, so but this is the underrated, this is the underrated men's breakfast fellowship line. Us as men building. Oh, I did send it. Okay. I thought I did. Okay. Good
Hey,
morning.
what's up, Underrated?
Good morning. Good morning to you. Peace to you and your family.
Peace and blessings to you too, brother.
All right. How you feel this morning?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. You know, I'm feeling quite blessed. I'm deplatformed right now, but in like a week or so, I'll be back.
Okay. Hey, sometimes you need a break, man. You know what I mean? I take my breaks.
Well, this wasn't a wanted break; it was a forced break by YouTube, but it's all good.
Forced break you again?
Yeah, I talked about some people that I shouldn't have talked about, and
Oh, can you give me a hint or something?
well, I did. I won't go into in full detail, but
No.
because
I want
I
you.
don't want to bring that same smoke to your channel. But
Okay.
I did a live stream that said the rainbow crime that changed America.
Oh, call me up and tell me that.
Yeah, and I talked about that in particular person and case, and yeah, yeah, that got me in some trouble.
So that means, ask this question, that men that are we as um heterosexual is an attack. Am I safe to say that?
Yeah, we can't really talk about how these laws. How do I tiptoe around this?
I got it,
Okay,
I got it.
yeah.
I got it. Trust me. But they could do whatever they want.
Through legislation, yeah, and that came from one in particular case, and that case was a lie. Everything about that case was a lie. Hmm.
That's messed up. But it goes to show, and I have to say this: when a man stay on his righteous core, heterosexually, you're under attack. Anything that deals with unnatural, they love every minute of it. Now I'm talking in codes. So
Yeah, and it's
yeah,
so sad that we got to talk around codes around these situations. What up?
yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's so sad, man, because I wanted that live stream to stay up more than I wanted. That was my Margaret Sagner, bro. That was my Margaret Sagner live stream, fam. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was my Margaret Sagner, right? And they took it. They took it down. They took it away from me.
Good morning, brother Prince.
Prince P, what it do?
Leonard. Yeah, brother Leonard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the elder statesman in the space, They ain't one. They. I'm gonna get to them too. Oh, he come back. But yeah, let me see. It called the elimination of the elimination of the play. Yeah. We don't get along with each other.
Mhm.
We don't stand up for each other. Oh, good morning,
Yeah,
brother
good
Prince.
morning, number one grinder. Good morning, Pastor $40. Yeah, good morning, everybody in the chat. Yeah, I seen that live, man. I didn't click on it. And I wish I did. Pastor did. I was busy. As this anti-free, this leftist agenda, this Marxism, this socialism, this communism, man. This ain't nothing but Marxism, communism on social medias, man. Socialism media. That's what we start calling them. Socialist media now. We can't address any issues that plagues the community. You know, uh, anytime you try to talk about eugenics, but they will let a woman
Oh,
talk about eugenics in a modern state. But I can't talk about the historical construct. Well, I say Pastor $40 can't talk about the historical construct of eugenics. There's ways
I'm
to
a,
talk about it. You can't use names, but that's what I
yeah.
wanted to get an
No,
understanding
no,
of with
no.
Pastor $40.
Oh yeah, exactly. And let me tell you, Pastor $40, one of his favorites that I mean, he had other favorites that even you like, Brother Prince. But his favorite, when he finally got to know me, I did about Margaret Sanger.
Yeah,
And they were coming after me
and
after that.
But they try to come after you after that. Well, they got me for hate speech because like I'm not going to the case because me going into the case is what got me in trouble. I can say the names without going into the case. I talked to him about it. So I talked about that Matthew Shepard and that James Byrd Jr. case, right?
Oh.
And that was
oh,
part.
okay.
That was the hate crime bill. They put both their names on it. The brother was just a regular brother. We don't even know if he was from that lifestyle, but he got grouped into it. The other guy was just a methamphetamine dealer, and they used that to change legislation and laws around this country. And the fact that they won't let you go into the details, I'm not even going to the full details of it, but
No,
the
no,
fact
don't go.
that you
No.
can't talk about it is just so crazy.
Well,
I
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
say this. I got to say this. I don't care how you feel about it. Trump on him is back in business. Before he left the office, before he got kicked out of there, he was trying to come with a bill, which is equivalent to back in the 90s on radio, on AM talk radio. They had a thing called the Fairness Doctrine. Now, what
Mm-hmm.
is the Fairness Doctrine? Well, the Fairness Doctrine was if you had a show, if you had a radio, a political radio platform, if you gave 4 hours of left talk, you had to give 4 hours of right talk. If you had, if you wanted to have, that's why back in the day you would see a lot of the Pan Africans and Nation of
Yes.
Islam was building a lot of platforms back then because of the Fairness Doctrine. And then when Clinton got in there, he got rid of the Fairness Doctrine. Okay, again, a socialist mandate. The people need to get real about this capitalism. I know people don't like it, but it's the best evil that we can play here because you have a right to be able to come up and platform off the truth. All right. And you cannot come up and gain prosperity off the truth. Long as you cooning and buffooning, long as you doing chicanery around him, basically being a chimp with a machine gun. they don't have no problem, you know. Because with a machine gun, gonna shoot everything and even his own damn self. So long as you're doing that kind of shit, they don't have a problem. But if you get out here really trying to address real issues, really trying to bring back the consciousness of the people, and I just think what you have to do nowadays to really talk about certain things, I think you're gonna have to put some prominent, probably philosophers or some prominent folks to buffer in to really get in these, and then you can use back. I'm using your scholars. I'm using your guys that y'all claim is great and y'all respect. But this socialist media mandate has have to be moved on, and we have to get back free speech. Now we can't say any and everything when they're talking about demonic situations and hurting people. But as long as we're talking about the problems was going on in America and in the world, then we should be able to address that on these platforms, man. Especially social political.
I think we should. I thought this was what YouTube was all about. And you know what? I'm so happy that larger YouTubers are saying what I've been trying to say. Well, nobody listen to me because I'm a small YouTuber. I don't even have a
They only listen to me, and I got over 2,000.
But so there's people with 200 and 300,000 that are starting to say the very things that I was saying. People were saying that the YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all these places, they're not political. They don't mean anything politically. Because I keep trying to tell people that these are the new political waves. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's just social media. But then you start going to these big finance guys, they start talking about how social media is the fourth and fifth wing of the government. So I'm like, hold up. Now y'all will say it, but when I say it, I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm glad someone with a bigger platform is saying it. And a lot of people with bigger platforms are saying it. Because if I say it as a small time platformer, they're gonna think I'm just a big. I just get called a conspiracy theorist, flip flop. I get called all kinds of things, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing about and go more, brother Prince talking about Clinton. Clinton was forced, and so again, when they want them votes, they want to come to our vote. They want to come to us. And I'm sticking in the men pretense now. They want to come to us that we're supposed to rescue them. And that conversation, like Brother Prince said, that we have to sculpture a certain way so people can get it, because it gets to right now that like I show some of my slides when I do family, we got to get together. I think I'll leave part 3, 2 or 3. Some way people have problems. People see, they say, oh, I had problems. Hey, look, whoa. That's what they say.
I think what we need to do, I think some prominent YouTubers that's about the truth and about trying to correct the damnation of our culture. I think we probably need to have a Discord or something we do like twice a week.
They've been bought.
Something.
They've been bought, Prince, and because if they've all been bought, I've looked into that. That's a great idea. I'm not saying it wouldn't work at all, but it would. But we have to understand that we're dealing with a paid opposition. Put it that way. We have to realize that's who we will be dealing with.
We're gonna have to back our interests. I think as YouTubers, we're gonna have to really be going hard on this political landscape and really educate the people on the. We got 2 years now to really educate people on the constructs, find out what some of these people are backing. And if Trump is still talking about trying to get this fairness doctrine in this doggone social media landscape, that's an interest. And I think you're gonna have to be thinking about putting Mr. Orange Man back in the White House. But we got to make sure that we got to vote interest around him. So if your interest is being on social media and tell the damn truth, and he's coming back with that doggone bill that he was trying to write before he got put out by the man that told you if you ain't black, you don't vote for him, you ain't black. You know, which I don't have no respect for no man that talk that crap. You're gonna have to really be in the mindset voting interest now, because now you on this YouTube platform and you can't say what you want to say, regardless what that other cat looking like and what he think he on. And he talking about bringing that bill back, which he was going to initially use in his first 100 days of re-election, when he was talking to Jason Whitlock on that interview he had it was right before they had that one town hall meeting, because they couldn't do the second debate because of the COVID situation. And that's what he was talking about, that the social media, because you got a lot of prominent white philosophers that's getting banned on Twitter. Got a lot of prominent folks that getting banned on these social medias. I'm talking about Caucasians, non-black looking folk running around here getting banned. So you know that a nigga ain't got no chance. Let's be real. If they banning POTUS off the social media, and let me add this about what Pastor said, that the social media is not a political platform. That's how Barack Obama got in office, through the political social media. He attacked the hell out of Twitter and other Facebooks and all that. Change will come and all that old shit or whatever, saying need to change, whatever he was talking about. And that's how he got all them doggone votes. So it was good for Obama to use the doggone social media, but it ain't good for any other non runners of office and certain people that run for office to be able to use the platform. That's bullshit. These socialist Marxist personalities, CEOs operating these socialist media platforms, they're gonna have to be G-checked and checked for real, man. I'm done for right now.
Got you. Before I continue, let me introduce the one and only Brother Booker Ronnie. Thanks for taking your time to come here. It's very much appreciated. I know you're a busy man, and health and fitness and stuff. I don't want to talk to you that much, because I don't want you to get slapped in the face, because I know you're hurting. So I'm just want to let you. I'm just messing. People say, "Yo, Ronnie gonna sweat." This jokes, y'all, right? Man, yo, I know. I feel y'all in the back, like this motherfucker.
See, over there, Ronnie over there drinking that simply raspberry tea or something over there. What's up with it, man?
No, it's cranberry juice. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Official. Hold on, let me 1 second. Official 1SP. Check your Facebook Messenger if you want to come on. Good morning, Brownie Ellie. Good morning. Welcome back. This is the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. And Brother Ronnie, good morning. Anything you want to add on, please, you go right ahead.
Now, just listening in, and you guys are right about, they're basically filtering the truth out here, because no one trusts the media anymore. Well, they haven't done that in years. But when you got people who are opinionated, people who are factual, people who speak on things that they see, they're really trying to put a strain on who gets access to it, or basically label people as conspiracy theorists or whatnot. But a lot of people would smell bullshit when they see it. But you guys right on that.
Hebrews. There's a book about Negroes and our history. It was $25 on Amazon. Now it's $2,500, and they did it all overnight. Yeah, and I can't go live because they shut me down, so I can't even talk about this kind of stuff. I'm not going to touch that conversation no more. If I can't, it's not even worth it if I can't talk about the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, that is what you call media, social media castration. Let's just go on and put where the ghost can get it. Go and use the language that the English language states, and let people know what's really going on. We're gonna have to shock you with this vocabulary now. Now these folks is running around here now. Ron, I agree with you, but I don't. They listen to the media, because that media is the one that's got the current administration in the White House now.
Yeah.
So they listening to it now. They lied, and they lied to you, and they painted a narrative of who the racist was. But if you understand politics was policy tricks, paperwork tricking your ass, then you want to know what the policy stood by, and then you want to know who was on a white supremacist policy, and who was on a or white supremacist everybody can eat policy. Let's just be real, because they're both on the side. So we want to see what we're going to talk about. They just want to continue to defame the truth, and they just want to continue to do what they do. But I agree with you somewhat on that, Ron.
No, there's no debate about it. I mean, it's like a lot of people being trained to be sheep. Some people are comfortable being sheep because, like, knowing the truth, you have to have a sense of accountability, want to do something about it, and we just deal with a bunch of cowards. Or you have those who are proactive, they'll come after you to protect these gatekeepers. So, ain't no argument there.
Well, that means that if they following the shepherds of deception, then they need to call and find. Then they need to be understanding that I am a shepherd of truth.
Yeah.
So that's all. You just got to let them know what and it's up to the people, man. They're getting tired, sick and tired. They know they got bamboozled. They got hoodwinked. They know.
What they sick and tired, but they are still afraid of the paid opposition are like wolves. Like they're they will push the sheep back to being a herd. That's what the paid opposition is there for. Of course, they'll pay them to give the narrative, but these people will also be fierce enough to force large amounts of people back into a herd. They even have crisis pastors. They have bought in religion. They have bought in technology, the technocrats. They've lobbied and they bought our politics. They've bought our schools and the educational system. They have even bought the healthcare system. They've bought it all.
Yeah, like with if you want to do a little research on Wikipedia about Rex 84, which is a massive eugenics order that was also stamped down by POTUS 44. When he redid the Patriot Act, he put the Rex 44 agenda in it. So absolutely, man, it is catastrophic out here. And that's with the 500 pastors that if they ever came down with that kind of order, which would be a symbolic of the 1930 Germany experiment and extermination concept, they'll try that same thing in him. Just to add about a conspiracy theory that actually was talking about a Rex 84, that was Alex Jones with his InfoWars, I think back in about 2014, 15 time. And he had the governor, which was Jesse Ventura at the time in Minnesota. And he was talking about how he had to get up out of America and get up out of here. And they were talking about pretty much the Rex 84 mandate when they had all them doggone plastic caskets they were showing over there. That's why they had to defend him. Now, he went too far. He said something he really shouldn't have said. He shouldn't have messed with that, with up there and over there in northwestern, southern western New York over there. I forgot
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, Sandy Hook. Yeah. Which was on the dog, and then they even had that on I think on the second Batman they did after Dark Knight. They even showed like a map of it on that. I saw that, and they was talking about that with symbolic with using them symbolisms and everything. So yeah, man, yeah, they're gonna have these pastors. Just finish what I'm gonna say. They got pastors already on the payroll with the 501c3 initiative that George W. Bush put back in 2000, all right, in 2001, last 2002 when he passed that bill, and that's basically to buy these pastors off. That's why you turn around and you have Creflo Dollar be running around talking about abortion is needed, so he can keep passing the leftist agenda. But I digress.
Yeah, and also if people talk about eugenics, I want you to go on my channel what Brother Pastor talking about. I did about Margaret Cena, and she is a creation of the parenthood back in. People say that back in the 50s, but this was in motion back in the 30s. And you just
Yes, it
and
was.
all that's all came from eugenics. And then the ones who created eugenics is Dr. Charles Darwin, I believe in the 1800s and some
Yeah.
others. So I want people to understand this too. They would use eugenics on slavery.
Yeah.
This is
Darwinism.
just always been like that. And but I've been saying that underrated, you know what you're talking about. So, but I'm saying this right now, eugenics play a bigger factor. I'm talking about around the world. Yeah, yes, around the world, but I'm talking about in this country now. To
I was
destroy
on.
the black.
Oh, go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
so I want people to understand eugenics always in effect. No matter which ways of life that comes in, and it's been in legislation for centuries. And I want people to understand that some people fail to understand that. They like, oh, you think you know. I want you to understand that each brother, what they saying right now on this panel, they are absolutely correct. So please don't come. I'm talking people outside. I'm not talking about the ones in the chat. So please don't come. Don't come to me. Don't come to us. Oh, eugenics don't have nothing to do with it. You see it. Only just to go back because eugenics, they consider us monkeys. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? Monkeys. Others, the evolution. You know, I'm talking about the dirtiness of it. It's in public. It's in public documents. Go look it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. I mean, it's eugenics without killing you now.
Right.
In 1994, they signed a eugenics bill called, which is mass incarceration.
Rachel. Yes.
You know, they gave you 30 years for baking powder. You understand me? 'Cause-
Yeah.
yeah, for baking powder. Yeah, that's what it was. You put that, yeah, something that the CIA invented so
Yeah.
they can get cocaine down to the people, to the impoverished people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so they
And
turned around and that's a eugenics, man. They got economic eugenicism.
right, exactly. And go more on your point, brother Prince. And I'm gonna get to you, brother Sheed. Let's go back in the mid 1980s when this government paid another government to put drugs in our community. And you know who was ahead? You know who was the head of the CIA? Oliver North. Now, I want you to
Now he
connect the
wasn't the
dots
head.
here.
Well, at the time he was, but I
He
think
was
before
at
that,
that time. At that time, he
yeah,
was.
yeah.
He
But
was. He
before
was.
him
He,
was George H.W.
Well,
Bush.
George W. Bush, right, exactly. But I'm talking about at that time, it was Oliver North. Now I want you to work with me here. And I'm talking about as me. I want you to work with me here. That no good peekaboo president that we have right now. Who you think was his mentor? Strom Thurmond. You know who Strom Thurmond was? He was a DC Democrat. He was one of those with pushing KKK. Where do you think KKK comes from? Eugenics.
Yeah, they had the
You
same. Yeah, because they was yeah, because they was actually before the 1930 regime in Germany, right? I just used the. You gotta understand. I know what I'm doing. I'm not saying these certain names. I don't know about the other platform. I say it on mine.
I
If
know
I say
someone.
1930s and things like that, I think I know who I'm talking about. Do your research on that shit. So what we
Mm-hmm.
really, so yes, the birth of a nation.
Mm-hmm.
They had a
So
they had a they had a movie in that time. They had a movie called Birth of a Nation, not the one we talking about with about I
no,
forgot his name real, but you know the modern day when they did about 6-7 years ago.
no,
Well,
that's not. That's not. No, we talking
that
about
we go way back. The original Birth
way
of a
back.
Nation. There was always they had it at every theater in the country, and they was talking
Mm-hmm.
about the Ku Klux Klan. We can say that word, Ku Klux Klan, the birth of a nation, because it was during the Reconstruction laws and everything. Because when we got out of slavery, we became Republicans, all right, and we started running for Senate and running for offices, and we was whooping ass. So
Mm-hmm.
they had to get rid of that. They had to get rid of them Negroes. That what we call, I forgot his name. It's just, the man that wrote soul of black folks, W.E.B. Du Bois, his era, right? So they was over there getting ready to take over politically, and that's when the Birth of Nation came in now, and George Washington Carver areas and all that type of stuff. That's when they start. That's when they start that Reconstruction, and then that's when Jim Crow laws came into effect.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, the crazy part about W.E. Du Bois, there was a guy who was his mentor, this white guy, I think his name was Vale Discova, and he was I think a German, and he basically mentored him so well to the point where he came with this whole game on black people, because the guy even wrote a book called Out of Africa, and people thought it was a true thing, but it was in the fictional section. So he basically wrote the book saying that all the black people came from Africa, so we can lose our heritage, because some of us came from Africa, not all of us. That's why they always have this argument about the natives, because you got to understand, with the natives, you got to pay the natives. If you were the original natives, just like the Indians, they got to get paid. So that's why they came out with that out of Africa theory, to the point where you can, lose your heritage and lose who you are within all that too.
Yeah, but I think, because we was Aboriginal all over the world. But I think what people go by the African deal is because of the Holy Bibles, better known as Holy Bible, the Torah. The Holy is Biblios in the Latin language. And then you turn around here, and then the Garden of Eden come into play. And we know where that's off the Nile. We know that's in Africa, so they try to say that humanity started there. But far as us in today's constructs in the last 1,000 years, we've been coming over here and going back. Big Great Freeze is one I got of the Native Americans that came over here and settled here. So we pretty much already know. I think we pretty much have a concept that we indigenous and aboriginal all over this world.
Yeah, that's like corn and stuff. How we were able to travel all over different countries, get spices and stuff. Damn near every ship navigator was a black person. We knew how to read the stars. We knew how to use the currents. Back then, all you did was had to go on the currents. They had a current from South. Everybody who came from Africa knew the current. You can sail the current from South Africa all the way over to the Caribbean and stuff like that without even sailing or anything. You didn't have to sail. All you had to do was get on a boat, strong enough boat, no sails, and the current will just push you along. That's why most people, when they get shipwrecked overseas, over in the countries, that's how they able to just move around like that. The current pushes them along.
Ain't that the same current that brings the hurricanes through?
Yep.
Yeah. From West Africa, banks of West Africa, all the way down to the the eastern side of the Western Hemisphere. So yeah, man. Yeah, I got your sheet on that. You still got it.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. I want to get back to it in a few minutes. But I want to ask you that there is a climate right now around the country that we are getting blamed of losses of different elections. And what we should do about it approaching 2024. Anybody
Getting blamed
can start off.
Getting blamed about what we get blamed about?
Huh?
You say black men are getting blamed about what?
Black men getting blamed right now about losing elections. There is a climate out there that we under attack. Now, the second question is, how do we counter it in 2024?
How we counter it is now it's time for prominent YouTubers and every YouTuber. I say all prominent. Anybody got a platform talking the truth is prominent in my opinion. Truth bearers and truth seekers and truth speakers. It's break this political landscape down right now. It's time to do it for the next 2 years and give people the fairest and balanced opinions and facts are on these particular candidates. And let's find the truth out of who it is. And black men got to get out there and go rock the vote. So we need to rock the vote in this coming up election. And after that, you need to rock the vote in your local elections. I got to go back to the house anyway because I'm going to have to, they be messing with me on this voting in Texas for some reason. So I'm going to have to go on down there. I got to do what I got to do so I can vote. I'm going to have to go on down there to the Republican House and register as a damn Republican. They leave me the hell alone. So when I go to the doggone thing, I can vote. That I mean, I'm gonna vote Republican. I'm gonna vote for who the best person that is on back the agendas and the interests that I need to be that see fit. But you're gonna have to play some games because a lot of guys they doing this bullshit, this voter intimidation laws. We'll go in there and register. Your card won't come back. Some of these people are liberals too that's doing this bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's both on both sides. So you might have to go over there and play a party politics just to get your damn card together. And soon after that, 4 years after that cycle, then go as an independent and rock on. And that's what I got to do when I get back because I got to participate in this voting process because I know what's going on and I got to see what's going on. And then you got to keep your eyes on your local politics to see what they passing. And then you got to get out there and educate people, man, on the proper way to play politics, man. Books out there, you can go teach it. And the people that want it, everybody ain't gonna want it. People that want to learn, let them learn and understand what's really going on. Understand what interest is that are already on some of these guys' agendas, and see it match your interests.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not voting for people that ain't about the business. And we're not voting for nobody that's on their BS. And if we do need to vote or we don't need to vote, we need to make conscious decision on what we need to be doing. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to have to get out here and start unionizing, organizing, and finding and really start doing what Dr. Claude talking about, buy written lease politicians. You got to put your money where your mouth is for these agendas that you wanna back.
Yeah, because that's how it always be with the Latinos and other Chinese. How you think the Chinese hate law got passed so quick? They put their money up. See, as us, we think America is built on this whole thing that they said was built on, equal rights and all this stuff. America ain't built on that. America is built on, money. America's always been the land of the free because you can make money over here in the land of the free. And see, we got to start putting our money up and start putting these politicians in our pocket, just like they, other people are. They doing that. Why we can't do that? Why we don't work with each other, deal with each other? Because even with this whole thing, like I say about Georgia, that you getting into underrated, they trying to garner our votes because see, it was always a thing where our vote didn't matter because we just did what the women did, and it was always to a point back in the day. You got to understand the biggest thing as far as a man, as long as his house was in order, the mother pretty much, the wife, she pretty much ran the house. And as for the men, all they did was, work, pay bills. And, it came down to it. If a man wanted to run around and do his thing, he took care of home first. That was always gone. And a woman had to respect that because what? That's what she married him for, to take care of home. And men had their ways of doing things back in the day. The laws have changed now, but it was always gonna that far as the man who was handling the things, the woman would, go out there and do the research. Most men who had successful businesses and their wife stayed home, how you think they had them successful business? Them women went out there looking for information too. You had a husband that was working and doing everything. She would come in and, give him little information. So it got to the point where most people think that when women were doing stuff like that, they basically was running the show to a degree. And that's not always true. That man had that woman's insight because you got to understand, if you have somebody in your life and you marry them or you trust them, you're going to get their input. Ultimately, it's still going to be your decision, but it's, up to you. And even with this situation, I'm going to be real quick because I got to jump out. With here in Georgia, like I was talking about before, they want to push the narrative as men went the other way. You got to understand, if you force my hand, I have no choice. Like I said, every time I vote, you can say independent or not, I vote for who has my interests. and has interest for my people. You know, not only if I'm voting for my kids, I got to vote for my community and the
Mm-hmm.
culture for it as well. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm looking at a law that's going to benefit my one child, but in whole, if I cut a program, it's going to cut a program to every child. I got to take that into consideration, you know. And it ain't just for my child to get a better opportunity. You got to look at the next generation. My grandkids are going to be coming behind them. So if I cut this road program that's going to be beneficial for, you know, one generation, but condemns the next, that's not feasible, you know. And they try to push that on us that, you know, we voting out of spite, not voting for the women. No, the point of it is you can't heckle a man and talk junk about you. You can't shame me into voting for you. Give me a legit reason to vote for you, just like you give everybody else. If my vote don't count, then do what you do, say what you say, and then you get the results, and that's what it is. Like I said, I was still corrected about Stacey Abrams. It wasn't her that said it. It was from people that her camp and the people that so-called represented her. So by her not coming out and talking about it, it made not only her camp lose most of the black man's vote, it made her look as the guilty party, like you approve this message. You know, that's why when you have all these commercials, they let you know no campaign is paying for this commercial. We're doing this commercial out of our own spite, own, you know, whatever to be. And that's why when politicians come out, they clear their name because they don't want. If you gonna tie me to the black man vote that you want to shame us, then you have a right to come out and clear your name. By her not even stepping up, clearing her name, she lost the votes then. And then, like I said, it was on the principle. Of course, if she gave the better, you know, insight, of course you're gonna vote for her. But if you're doing the same thing as the next person doing, and then you're gonna add insult to injury to me, I'm always gonna go the opposite way. I don't have to take your criticism. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I would say this though too. Who said behind every good man is a good woman? Sometimes like that. Yeah, true. But at the same time, though, dude, we gotta think for ourselves too as men. Our interest has to be in the forefront. And I know there are some women do not like when I say it, and some brothers, but that what it is what it is. Our interest has to be in the forefront. So, brothers in this space, if you're not with that, be gone. Oh, okay.
Okay. Back
Be
in the
gone.
2020 election, I had a sister that was working in the Black Voice for Trump Philadelphia campaign, and she brought me these numbers, legitimate numbers. But we're gonna talk about the Caucasian demographic right now to give you a comparison contrast. 55% of white Caucasian women voted for Donald J. Trump. Do you understand me? So I don't want to hear that white man. Probably majority of them were probably married women, or they was in a conservative house, and they was for they was for certain initiatives that the leftist party was talking about. But at the end of the day, they voted in unison with their husbands. They voted in unison for prosperity, and they experienced the best way they knew how. So now ain't no woman gonna tell me nothing about who need to vote because I am a blue collar man. Blue collar lives matter. Understand me? And we got to sit up out here and we got to vote for the interest. You think I'm in the fossil fuel business? Do you think I'm going to sit up in here and not vote for Donald Trump that wanted to keep the fossil fuels pumping through through this Western Hemisphere? Now we end up getting this sucker in there. If you ain't black, if you ain't black, if you black, you vote for me, guy. And you turn around and now I'm seeing all the guys that's getting out the pen in Texas was going out to West Texas working on the oil fields, making $25,000, $30,000 to $40 an hour, coming out of mass incarceration situations. Now they can't go. Now guess what they doing? They back doing crime, back doing bullshit again. Because you end up shutting down the pipeline, the Keystone pipeline, all the pipelines. That right there controls my interest. Now we run around here paying $5.45 for diesel. I'm finna go into California where it's $6 for diesel. In 2020, it was only $2.35 for diesel. Then also the freight was high. Guys was out here running freight because you had the competition with the flatbed industry hauling all that doggone oil shit. That means the dry van industry had to raise their rates up to get the damn dry van freight hauled. You don't know nothing about constructive businestorial competition that drives the markets up. Food was cheap because the other side want to back spending. They want you to spend your money. This other side want to do taxation without representation. So you need to understand the mathematics of the political construct. How you eat today. Man, I'm going in the store, I used to go in the store, man, in Kroger and go get me a thing of guac. They had two for $5. Now I'm going in there and getting the thing of guac. It's $5.99. So I don't know what you Negroes on. Now you try to eat healthy. Healthiness went up. Everything going up. Inflation is sky high. So I don't hear nothing about what these women talking about because you women has got a trick consumerism mindset where the man has to, we want to consume where we take our little dollars and we can get an abundance of what we need instead of having to pay an abundance rate for and getting a smaller version of what we need. I'm not with that. It's political. It's all about the dollar bill. And the thing is this. Now, it ain't the home of the free. This is the home of the fee. Take that all off that motherfucker. You understand me? Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
I would say this. I'm gonna say this tonight. I'm gonna do family. We need to do better now. Part 6. I got some slides I need y'all to see. That's gonna be 10:35 tonight. I would advise y'all to listen to it because it's going along what Brother Prince is talking about. And even when I do shop for myself, I gotta watch the prices. And even in Food Line, I shop mostly Food Line. Even I have an MVP card, that still ain't make a difference. It still don't make a difference. And so we have to understand that us as black men, we gotta vote for our interests. And we have to understand that, if you're married or you're in a relationship or you live by yourself, this has to be. Because like you said, Brother Prince is talking about it. She drive truck, so she understands what Brother Prince is talking about. It's terrible. I mean, like, oodles and noodles. Oodles, you get 5 for 10. I mean, 5 for $1. Then it's $6 to $52. That oodles and noodles. You might as well buy the pack. I mean, you buy the pack. I mean, certain. How you can win?
Yep. And you know with that budget of eating, man, that's how you end up with high blood pressure. You got to eat a certain way on the road. And then not to mention being an owner operator, man, you got to take everything into consideration. The amount of money that you're spending, the amount of money that you're bringing in, taking all that in and out, you got to worry about fuel. You got to worry about money for your truck. And then you got to understand, like Prince is saying, hey, it's in your best interest. If Trump is a businessman and he's running the White House like a businessman, it's good for business. If you got a guy who's, went against the laws for black people, incarcerated so many black people when he was up there in government, and then he wants to be your president and tell you that he's for you if you join with the Mexicans. Like he's basically like his whole thing was insinuating that I'm better than Trump because you ain't got no other choice, and they pedestalize him, put him up there to insinuate that this guy was worth your vote, but they just ran on the principle that anything would be better than Trump. And a lot of people lost
it. Man, I had people in in the pro-black community, and they were telling me, man, I asked him, what you think about this election? He said, the man that's in the White House is the best white man for the job, the current administration in 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you like paying this, like Trump said in the last debate, he said, you got a choice. You choose me, Ohio, Texas, still have jobs in the oil field. If you choose this man that's on the left of me, well, on his right, you know what I'm saying, that you're going to pretty much, fuel's going to be almost $7 a gallon. You vote for this guy. Well, they went on and voted for the $7 a gallon. You didn't want that $2.19, $1.85 a gallon. You know you don't want to ride around in them little ass cars. You want to ride around in big trucks. You know, I went on platforms. I like Denali's. I like Yukon Denali's. I like Benz. I like Benz G-Wax. Well, hell, that's premium gas. So you probably paying almost $8 for that shit. If you out here in the west, you out here in the west of Texas, west of Arizona, you paying a premium for gas. So it's on you, man. I can't back nobody that don't care about their pocketbooks. I learned that as a child. Grandmama told I had my grandmama this. I said, what you vote for? You vote for your pocketbook. That's all you vote for. Because if you understand that this racism, white supremacy that you Negroes teach, then you throw that social political crap out the door, and you look at who gonna benefit your pocketbook. Because you got to eat, you got to drive, you got to go to work. You used to only cost your ass $20 a week to go to work. Now it's costing you $75 a week just to go to work. That's $50. That $50 add up over 52 weeks. That's about almost $5,000-$6,000 that could go into an initiative like Alonzo Hall talking about. You take that $5,000 and put it in the insurance policy or something, and have something to pass on to your next generation. But what you doing, you putting the money in the other folks' pocket so they can get generational wealth and pass it on to their next generation. Which one you want? You want to pass yours on to yours, or you want to pass it on to somebody, to some corporations? That's the decision that you're making out here every single day.
Yeah, y'all make some great points, but it's like we do need to address this emotional voting nonsense because it's tearing our ass up.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us are politically illiterate, not to mention financially. We're not thinking about family. We're not thinking about, we're not forward thinking as a collective. It's all about what can I get right now? Fuck everybody else. And that's the problem. I mean, for the number of cycles, of voting cycles, we've seen a lot of this goofies, especially now, talking about, even having strippers as far as like voting campaigns. We having no voting, no fucking. You're basically having political ultimatums to, you need to vote my way to make me feel good. Damn if you get anything out of this. And there's a lot of men who are not going to put up with that shit. They showed you right off top. So we had to start really looking at the agendas that we're promoting as a collective, stand firm on those, and then we garner our respect from there. I mean, from inside out. But if we're going to continue this path, it's going to get real shaky much sooner than later.
That's true. And I think that go more on Brother Ronnie's point and everything. Shout out to Black Man is Fair. Thank you so much. Era Black, you welcome to come up. Please want you to come up. This is the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship. Not only men. And but I feel that the problem what Brother Ronnie is really talk about. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, Brother Ronnie. We think of the moment instead of the future. And that's our problem. We on about let me get mine instead of the bigger picture. I think that I could tell you what it is. I'm not talking about the ones in the chat, not talking about the ones on the panel, but I'm talking about in this. We understand outside of space, which I'm not going to discuss outside of space. We understand outside of space, but inside of space, and I've been saying this, and I'm going to keep on saying it. A lot of us do not want to be team players. where he wants to be leaders all time. Instead, it's like this. I'm gonna use Brother Ronnie for example. If he have a better plan to push the brotherhood for our people, I got a plan, right? To put in the pocket. Because I know my plan, they're gonna need it sooner or later. We're gonna roll with that. And that is the problem. We
I
don't
don't think.
we do not want to work as I'm talking about us as men, black men especially. We don't want to work as a team.
Well,
Young
that's
or old.
the main thing. It's like we want to be rugged individuals.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about me, me, me. And all we're passing is debt, dick, and dandruff. That's all we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about people always want to talk about legacy. They talk about it, but they don't promote it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it in the homes. You don't see it within themselves. They're not working towards that. Because when you're spending a whole bunch of money on depreciating assets and people and empty promises, that shows you don't give a damn about legacy. So you're looking at as far as like things about being able to be conservative with your resources. And this is the difference between ethnic outposts that we live in now versus actual functional communities. They're built different. They operate different. They command a level of authority and leadership in and beyond it. What you see right now, people don't even know their neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Families aren't even families anymore.
No.
So, again, you're just on your own.
Yeah. And even little stuff like this, brother, like you got people come on the chat, like they come on the panel, they address everybody else instead of address the person that's on the channel. Little stuff like that goes a long way, people. And that's why us as black men, we gotta learn to respect each other. And at times we don't. And little stuff like that. When you see stuff like that, there are some black men do not want to work with other black men. Hey, I can't blame them. You just want to acknowledge certain people, but you don't want to acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we gotta handpick people, yes. But I'm saying like this though, that it gotta come from somewhere, yeah. It gotta come from somewhere because all of us cannot be chiefs at one time. That's not going to work. We have to be team players. We have to assemble a strong team for the long haul, not just for the moment. Because the system is banking on us for the moment, not for the long haul. And we have to go through pitfalls to get what we want. Because we have not, they just be honest, they had not put things out there for us to succeed. So we have to understand that this grind is for the long haul, and you got to go through it. It's going to be some like this, but we got to stand firm and keep it going. And then the other ones that come after us, they have to understand too, because we get old. We died out, so they got to keep it going. But we got to keep it. We got to keep it in that movement. We have to, because think about it. We talking about the Democrats because they in office right now. The Democrats do not have nothing for us as black men at all. Men, period, yes, but especially us as black men. I want you to understand that very line clear.
No, they didn't have
Everybody else.
anything because during the 2020 election again, you had Ice Cube. Uh, he came with the contract with Black America, and he met with the Trump administration about the contract for Black America. Then they came with the Patriot Plan or whatever they called it. That was very much co-signed with everything that Ice Cube was talking about. Ice Cube goes on Cocktail Queens, or I call Cock and the Tail Fiends, and he was talking about the contract for Black America and the black women was some awareness thing for black women. And Ice Cube pretty much uh, mild and laughed and said, crying, and said, last time I checked, ain't black women part of black America? But they want something just for them. But let me paint this thing, let me paint this in the picture. You already got the double minority mandate. You already win. And actually, everything that Trump, Ice Cube was talking about was supposed to benefit pretty much the blue collar worker. Everybody want to talk about the white collar worker. You know, all the white collar do is just really get the contract signed. Who has to execute the damn contract? Because if the contract does not get executed, that'll be deep up the contract, and the same white collar guys will be going in a place called litigation. If blue collar ain't out here getting it done, Bezos ain't nothing without them people in the warehouse and the drivers that deliver his stuff. They ain't getting that when you hook up Amazon Prime, you ain't getting your doggone package within when they say 1 to 2 days. Who got to get that shit to you in 1 to 2 days? It's the blue collar man and the blue collar woman that's in that warehouse wrapping it up, packaging it up for you. I'm pulling it for you, wrapping it up for you, and putting it on that doggone truck to get hauled to you to get to you. So what are we talking about here? See, it's a war. It's a war on the black man, but it's also a war against the industrial revolution. Because that's basically what we got to be on. Because most black men is in the industrial revolution realm, blue collar. That means we either technicians or operators, or shipping and handling, or shipping and receiving, and shipping and handling. Right? That's basically what we do. You know, to fix your problems, to doggone get your services and goods to you in a timely fashion. So what? So it can prepare you to have a better human experience in whatever career gentry, or whatever you want to do in your life. So that's what's going on. That's when them black women going over there voting for that BS bullshit. You slapping the hands of every man. You slapping in the hands of your fathers, your grandfathers, and your great grandfathers that was out there plowing land and out there forced to share crop and all this other BS that we had to go through. So you spitting in the face of your ancestors when you over here backing a socialist agenda. Don't preach to be my mother beside Garvey, because Garvey was a Pan-African capitalist. He was about capitalism. Man had almost 17, 18 businesses. So don't talk to me about the ancestors. The ancestors was all about capitalism over here. Taxation. They don't want no taxation like representation. They want, if we're gonna get taxed, we want to be represented.
Yeah. Black man is hashtag black man is fair. If you want to come up, my email is in the chat. Let me know you send me email, and I see the link to the panel through email if you want to come up. So the choice is yours. And before I continue, let me say this. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. This is another The Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. Only but men be on the panel. And also let me say this. It don't make you less than a leader that you say that y'all want to be a team player. It don't make you less than. And I got to say that. Because there are some men here, there are some men in space. Oh, yeah, I don't want to be. No, don't make you less than a man. You think strategically, you think to the bigger picture, you think for the future. And we have to understand that. Okay, no problem. Always the next time, brother. Always the next time. But take down my email and shoot me an email. I'm willing to work with anybody that has a sound mind, that willing to work with us as black men to cure whatever sickness. What sickness that we have and the things that we going through. It has to happen. young or old. It has to happen. So, and also I want you to check out the podcast that brother Booker Ronnie and She Stay Sleep TV. They have a very powerful podcast talking about men. Please support that. You guys, you see, this is what I'm saying. We got stuff in this space that we can support, but we don't want to support. So I'm putting it on y'all. Support it. Got it from here. Support it. Support Prince. Support Brother Pastor. Brother Pastor, I want you to get into these conversations too, because I know you're doing a lot of stuff. We gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put our ego aside. This is a very essential time that we in. This is critical times that we in, especially to us men, but especially us as black men. This is critical times, y'all. And we better understand we gotta create conversation that gonna mobilize brothers, young and old. Now there's gonna be some old ones who don't want to be bothered. It's fine. They're gonna be in the wastebasket any goddamn way. So what? Then there's gonna be some young ones go down. I don't have to listen to it. They can go in the wastebasket too. But there's still a few left that we can work with, and let's build from there. And maybe, hopefully, they change their mind and they get it going. But I'm saying these are critical times right now, family. Us as man, this is critical times. It got to be more conversation that the black man live by himself. It's got to be more conversation than that. It's got to be more conversation with brother Prince was talking about the gas and stuff like that and other stuff. You know, no matter what way of life that you live in, black man is a black man. I don't care if black man on disability. Black man is a black man. Or a black man work on a job don't pay that much. A black man is a black man. You hear what I'm saying? We gotta stop think of the separation. Oh, this person's a nigga. Oh, he don't want to work and stuff like that. How do you know that? Now, if the other person don't want to deal with you, all right, no problem. Go on to the next. My existence does count. My well-being does count. My money does count. So of that nature, I had every right to say what I have to say, and I had every right to advocate for my brothers. But first, I advocate for myself. But at the same time, I advocate for my brothers. Because we hurting out here. While other brothers in this space, they eating real well. But trust and believe, when that shit dry the hell up, do not come back here. Because you turn your back on real brothers. And you need to get dealt with. Don't come, I want to buy your books. Don't come on, yeah, I got something. No. If you do not support the next black man that is suffering, you don't have nothing to say. I don't care you don't have a family or you have a family. You ain't got nothing to say. Anybody could build off that right now if you want. I'm going to fix me some more.
Yeah, I mean, if you're against the upliftment of your family, you're against the upliftment of your community. No, you have nothing to say. You need to be mute. You know, you need to figuratively cut your tongue out your head. You don't have nothing to say. You can't contribute to this build. You can't contribute to this constructive criticism in this reconstruction of the black man and the black family. You know, I know somebody was talking about earlier, man. They was talking about, back she was saying about the black man in back in the day. How he was a provider. The perfect movie to be watching, would be Fences. the Denzel movie with Viola Davis, right? And it was maybe giving you the mindset of the black man back then. And he did a lot of things, man. He kept the house right. He did everything he's supposed to do. He worked hard and did everything else. And his son wanted to play football, but he didn't want his son to be part of that sports world because he's thinking that he was going to do nothing but disappoint him anyway, and he wanted him to do something constructive in the world and open businesses to better his people. And then his son was disgruntled about him. He didn't understand it. And a lot of times, a lot of black women don't understand black men. It ain't for you really to understand the black man, as long as the black man doing what he's supposed to be doing and taking care of business. Ain't nothing to understand how he thinking, what he doing. You don't really want to hear how the doggone, women, you don't care how the doggone house is built. You don't care about how the doggone central air works. You don't care how that doggone car really runs. You just don't want it to break down. But guess who got to keep them cars up? Guess who got to keep that foundation going good? Men. Women ain't out here hard labor. I'm not part of the Industrial Revolution. If you is, you 1% at best. And this is no diss to women. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Yeah. Keep the paperwork done. Keep the tax man off my ass. It's like I can call one short. This black woman said, I make $70,000 a year. I don't want no man that makes 70 with me. Well, you dumb. You want a man that make 140, which is only 3% of the population. Really like 2-3% black men making that kind of money. But you know how to do paperwork and you know how to keep the tax man off my ass. But I'm out here doing a blue collar working job. But you can own that blue collar working job because you can create a business off of whatever you're doing. It might be a black man that might have been working over there 7-8 years at this job. And he probably ain't started no business because he don't trust nobody to keep his paperwork right. So he said, I'm gonna stay on this job until I can get somebody to help me do my paperwork right. So he making $70,000 a year. You make $70,000 a year. Y'all can't come to bring that 140 together and build something together. That's what's wrong with a lot of black women right now. They don't want to build. They claim they want to build with a black man, but that ain't nothing but lip service. They ain't trying to build with no Negro. But go ahead.
So I'm glad you brought up the fourth industrial revolution. I've had that book for a while, but it's a very short book, but I'm coming through it very slowly. I think Klaus Schwab, a very evil economist, wrote it. And the more I break down that thing, man, it is ridiculous, the stuff that's inside of that book.
What's the name of that book?
The Fourth Industrial Revolution.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me read this. Right. Put on this light. This is tipping points expected to occur by 2025. 10% of people wearing clothes connected to the internet. 90% of people having unlimited and free advertising storage, YouTube. 1 trillion sensors connected to the internet. The first robotic pharmacist. 10% of reading glasses connected to the internet. 80% of people with a digital presence on the internet. The first 3D printed car production. It's putting us out of business. Shutting down Detroit. The first government to replace its census with big data resources. The first implantable mobile phone available commercially. The first implantable mobile phone. 5% of consumers' products will be 3D printed. 90% of the population using smartphones. 90% of the population with regular access to the internet. Driverless cars equaling 10% of all U.S. roads. The first transplant of a 3D liver. The first 30% of corporation audits performed by AI. Tax collection for the first time by a government via blockchain. 50% of internet traffic to homes and appliances or devices. Globally, more tips journeys via car sharing and than private cars. So you're gonna have to share a car rather than own a car. So our cars are so expensive now. The first city with more than 50,000 people and no traffic lights. 10% of global domestic products stored on the blockchain, and the first AI machine on the board of directors. They're moving. They're taking us out of the play completely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They want to go back to what you call AI slave labor. They don't want to. They don't want. They don't want to pay a living wage. And a man is supposed to be able to earn off the sweat of his brow. So you don't want sweat no more. You don't want the blood, sweat, and tears no more. And I think that this AI revolution, I don't like it. I don't respect it. I don't want no RoboCops out here. I don't want none of that. I think I think you need to that if you're talking about regulation, that need to be regulated. If you want to use them robots to go on Mars and things like that and go into space, more power to you. Because we can't breathe over there no damn way. We can't go up there as human beings and do no research on Mars. So
Well,
that's all they really need for.
the trick through this eugenics that I'm noticing is it's to connect us to the internet of things, to make us these robots. So when they're trying to get rid of the thought of race, the thought of who you are, the actuality of who you are, to put you into this big robotic machine where everything you pay goes back into the system. This is how you create slaves without them actually knowing they're slaves. Take over their
The
mind.
destruction of critical thought. That's what that is. You can't be critical thought. You can't be that's what that is. And it's a shame. And I know a lot of people is with this. Yeah, that is the fourth stage. They trying to get rid of how we gonna grow food, man? I mean, how we supposed to be doing with farming and all that? How that gonna happen? You think a robot gonna be able to go out there and pick grapes?
Well,
They gonna
that
tear
was
up
the
those
whole
grapes?
point of them getting rid of all the farmers. Farming is now on the blockchain. Farming is on the blockchain.
And you know, one thing or two we need to check out too. I know people want to run talking about on COVID. There's even like you speak to people, a lot of people do virtues. So the human connection, they want to do away. I give you case in point, right? The miss down with me. Like soon, 2 days after week, they do virtues. They don't really do meetings like one-on-one in groups no more. That's what they pushing. So don't be expected that it's gonna be virtues in groups.
Yeah.
In groups, y'all. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, they trying to get automated trucks and everything out here. They trying to get robots to drive trucks and every damn thing. They don't want manual. They don't want no manual. They don't want manual labor. They don't want human labor anymore. They say it's too expensive and all this other shit. But all the money they spend on them robots, man, it's crazy, man. Is they need it? They
Yeah.
have a certain interest. They never try to destroy the human purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you're not doing jobs that you like, and that's a problem. You get a career that you like and that you love. So it's crazy, man. I don't know what everybody supposed to be content creator. What the hell they want? You gotta get people out here to push we gotta get out here to push products and push services out there, man, to make the world a better place. I don't want no robot bringing nothing to my house, But it is what it is. That's what they're gonna try to push. And they ain't really pushing it, and it's only going to be a few people eating off of it, and the rest of people will be starving out here. And then you think a civil war won't happen? Civil war will be happening. That's what the robots for, to stop a civil war in this country. Hate to say it, man. I hope I ain't saying nothing wrong, but that's what they're trying to start, a damn civil war. it will be some rebellions up there at them folk at them halls and them places. If you think you really finna get this thing really passed up, there'll be some doggone black and whites over there together trying to get shit done. So I don't know what that is, but I digress.
Well, that's the reason why they have to dog. That's why they have to do it slowly, and they have to do it to the point where people actually ask for it. Like it was almost like I'm glad you brought the Patriot Act. They were able to make circumstances. They were able to make circumstances to the point where people actually ask for that. So they're going to create the circumstances where you're going to beg for this. They know how to do it. It's weird. They pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's no different than a vampire waiting to be asked in for an invitation, where it bites the shit out your ass. It's no different.
Mm-hmm.
They want to
Yeah,
imprison individual thought.
yeah. It was like, hmm
Okay.
yeah, it was like when they had like back in 2016, 2017, they had the black identity extremists, right? That was passed by the left. The right repealed it when the orange man got in the White House. So if you was trying to identify as a pro-black, it was going to be illegal to identify yourself as a Pan-African or Hebrew Israelite and all that. They're going to put your ass in prison. Donald Trump said, "No, you can do that, and you believe that as long as you ain't doing nothing crazy, you can preach what you want to preach, man. To better your whatever situation you're trying to better, and you can deal with that shit. So I need you nigga rolls to get your education up, and we gotta slow that AI shit down to a snail's crawl. Going, but it actually is pushing everybody. Really, but he basically saying the fourth industrial revolution is basically STEM. You got to get in the STEM game, man. And learn how to basically know how to be an operator of these AI situations or whatever that's coming down. So STEM is very important, people. So we need to get our black kids and our black boys and girls in the STEM programs right now. STEM is very important. That's who actually that's who's running these doggone things. Bill Gates, STEM guy. Elon Musk, STEM. That's who's making all the money now. Jeff Bezos, a little bit of STEM.
Well, look,
Scientists out here running this game on you niggas. Go ahead.
I looked into Bill Gates and Bezos. Believe it or not, these guys aren't even good. It's guys like us, regular guys, like regular. We make YouTube the app that it is, right? Bill Gates does not know technology like that. He just buys patents. That's his key. He does not buy. He buys the patent. So you have the idea, you build and you nurture the idea, but you don't have you can. It's almost like distributing, right? While most rappers sign deals, you can't distribute your great idea. That's why he comes in and buys the patent and distributes your great idea, buys right off of pennies on a dollar, and it makes him like he's smart, and he's not.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. That like Steve Jobs, he didn't build now a computer, but he promoted the damn computer. So that's basically the Don King mindset. Yeah, the boxer is the one that's really bringing the money, but the promoter is one that's getting everybody galvanized to buy the pay-per-view, to say. That's using it layman's terms as an example.
But this been going on for a long time anyway. This think about how much stuff in this world that us as people have patent and we have been robbed because we didn't know the business, and they know what they're doing. They still, and like the brothers are saying, they still doing it now. But again, the conversation, they don't want to have this conversation in the space because they
No, they
used to
don't
be
want to have
used.
a real conversation. Right.
They don't want to have that. Like they said, oh, I have an idea, yeah, but they making money off your idea. So what? So we don't
Absolutely.
need. You know what you just a temporary use, you know. So let's talk about it. I mean, we gotta be honest, yo. We gotta talk about this conversation because these people in space, I created this, you know, the ministry and stuff, and somebody else did it too. Just like the Black Panther, right? I'm gonna throw
Mhm.
it back at y'all. The Black Panther, right? Everybody, oh, the Black Panther. It was a black man created the comic Black Panther back in the 60s. You know why? Because he created the same year that I was born. In 66, was talking about the conditions of our people. But look how they turn it.
Yeah, it was like Anchorman was talking about on a couple of shorts. He was talking about how the hero is the symbolic of it. It wasn't about Chadwick Baldwin. It was about the Black Panther. And all they supposed to have done was just recast the Black Panther. There was plenty of men they could have got to play the role. You can name a few. You could be the Muhammad Ali guy. It could have been, you know what I'm saying, Idris Elba. They could have even brought back Killmonger. Because at the end of the movie, he said, I can give you the vibranium, whatever that metal they had to bring it back to life, right? So they could have brought Killmonger back. They could have done everything. They wanted to paint the narrative that women need to be, they say black, I don't know. I probably got to watch the movie. I don't want to go to the movie and watch it, but I probably going to have to go to the movie and watch it. Just do my research on it. I'm going to have to go watch it, see what the hell they on. Just because. So, and people just mad about it because all they had to do was just recast T'Challa. That's it. And move forward. Like you did with Superman, like you do with Batman. You know, you know. So you know, when Christopher Reeves died and wasn't able to play Superman no more, they got a new Superman, like they did with Batman. You know, I remember when Michael Keaton was Batman. Then they went to George Clooney. Then they went to Christian Bale. I don't know who's playing Batman now, but they recast him. Why you couldn't recast
Right.
T'Challa though? Why the black movie, the first actor to play it dies out, and then you got to pretty much eliminate the childless character altogether. That's the BS
Yeah.
that we got to go through.
Yeah, I think the thing is, hope you come back. But I think the key is, brother Prince is, what pissed me off about it. It's like, I'm talking about the movie. And me, I mean that you ain't let a black man live to carry on the genes. I mean, like you're just, oh yeah, I'm well, we sorry, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you could have got the actor. He pretty much built just like Chadwick Ball. You could got the head actor that played in Snowfall to play the role. Whoever, man, I don't give a damn. Let's get whoever. They ain't gotta do no work out a little bit. Go on the training program, work out like Michael B. Jordan did
Mhm.
pre. You see, he body transformation looking like a boxer. So come on, man, let's quit playing the game. You know, shit. But I ain't, it's just the little things. Cause like I say, we don't control. We got control in distribution of our arts at all. We don't control the distribution. So until we understand that we need to be in control of distribution and the promotion of our arts, then we're gonna have these problems.
Yeah, so I think that's the thing. I was like, people like, oh yeah, but also I had people. They said they seen the picture, y'all, and they said like throughout the credits, they walked out. They was not pleased. And also, and I was watching on Dick on TikTok. I think it was like last week, something like that. It was this lady. She was a black woman. She was saying she was disappointed. It's like Woman's King 2.0.
Yeah, it's just the continuous of the Woman King initiative, right? And they want to push this initiative so hard because they already know who the natural warriors are.
Mm-hmm.
It's the black men. Black men got to go out there. Yes, women had to be able to fight, whatever. For them vandals that wanna them war crime criminals that come through. Yeah, you need to be able to knock their heads off But you protecting the home and everything when the man was out there warring in the war. So yeah, you had a place in war, but most of your place in war was to procreate and make new warriors. That is the woman's job. But for the next generation of soldiers and warriors out there to defend against the oppression of any kind. You know, you the first teacher to instill the family and core cultural value system into the next generation of boys and girls. Understand? And that's really what's the problem right now. We the culture is dying out mentally, also dying out. You know what I'm saying? Physically, with these eugenics initiatives. Man ain't got to do nothing but just put the propaganda out there, and now you a puppet, and you're a puppet, and you going right along with the show. You know, and that's what wokeism done for you, to be a puppet. I'm not with that.
That's exactly what it's done. It has made. It's taking the It's kind of taking a fight out of It's taking a fight out of a lot of out of a lot of races. You see, right? If you look at the family court system right now, everybody down there except for one group of people. So everybody else is having their families ripped apart and their warriors ripped apart and ripped from them, except for one group of people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it really is. And the thing about what's so sad about it, right? We have information. We don't want to take advantage of it. Like, case in point, Ronnie, what Ronnie talking about, what Brother Pastor talking about, what Brother Prince talking about, and she is talking about. You know, these conversations we need to engage. It's the truth. I don't want to hear, oh, it's their truth or it's your truth. No, the truth is the truth. Truth is the truth. And it's sad that the brother Pastor Dollar was talking about. I'm not gonna get into it, but he can't even do his live over a week. Over a truth. Documented.
I use their documentation, not even ours.
Yes.
I use
Right.
theirs.
Right, and then he still get back. So this what I'm saying is this, brother Pastor. And now I'm gonna go. I ain't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna toot this one. And then people they'll say, "Oh, there ain't no such thing, blackballed. Ain't no such thing blackballed, right? Okay,
That's a
maybe.
lie. That's a
Yeah,
lie.
ain't no such thing, right? That's what they saying, bro. You know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking about doing. I think after New Year's, I'm thinking about pull up Blackboard and I'm gonna do a premiere. I'm gonna put a premiere on, so y'all can see it yourselves. I think it's that time. I feel it's that time after New Year's because I want to. I know it was gonna be a lot of stuff be happening, but after New Year's, I'm gonna look for Blue Ball, put a premiere on this channel so you can watch it. Because there's quite a few channels being blackballed in this space.
Yep, and I think I'm gonna rerun mine because I took a lot of my channel down because they'll go back and reflag old stuff, and I know a lot of stuff I talk about could be controversial. But I did a live stream on scapegoating, on scapegoats, and we have seen a lot of scapegoating in these past week or so with the elections.
Yeah, yeah. It is. It's true. It really is true. I'm bringing it up. You know what they tell me, y'all? They say, "Why you did that for?" And I'm gonna tell you this though too. This is true story. Somebody, it was one. It was y'all know him, but I'm not gonna say the name. He shared Blue Ball, right? He shared it out on his channel, and he lost 5 subscribers. It's a him. It's a brother.
We in a too cool for school sector, man. Some of these guys are too cool. I mean, I ain't talking about like they just too cool, man. They just think they so fly, so cool. So
How you could lose 5 subscribers that a person sharing knows it's the truth, but see, I feel like this: the ones that he lost 5 subscribers, y'all's hating, and y'all know who blackball people too. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Y'all want to act like I don't know what's going on. Yes, you do.
some of them people in this space too, because I lost a subscriber.
Yeah, there's people, a lot of people in this space.
Yeah, so after I did that live stream, I noticed I noticed I lost a subscriber. Then when I woke up, I was flagged down. I mean, it literally flagged me down. I couldn't do anything on my channel. So I was like, okay. I pissed somebody off in this space that lives that lifestyle. I get it. But dang, did you have to go that far?
Yeah. Let me tell you, there are actually people came to me. Yo, underrated, man. How long you been? I've been doing this for a minute. Yo, I be seeing you be having some fire shit. Why you be having why you yeah, Blackfeet, yeah, but yeah, erase that, bro. I don't want to go. Yeah, erase it because but they come to me and say, erase that. You gotta erase that. I gotta take that off,
Yeah. So
bro.
how long you down, Pastor? How long? What's the time limit when you be back?
I'm down a week, and they told me, but I was talking to some of the other fellas about it. Then once you get your they told me I need to go ahead and make a second channel, because once they get that first strike up there, it's only a matter of time for they're going to add it up to 3 and get rid of this channel, because they don't like this channel that I'm running right now. So it's only going to be a matter. So right now it's a week, but with the next live streams I have planned, they're going to get rid of this channel. I already know, because I ain't going to stop them and keep going.
Right. Gotta keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, you gotta do content that provokes you to get on here and do it. You can't do content that don't move you, and then you're not gonna you bullshit. So yeah, they struck me a couple months ago back in August. But I'm alright because I done said a lot of crazy things on my channel. I had used a sports highlight. So I think I'm alright. I think they ain't gonna bother me on that. But like if you do say something crazy on here, yeah, you pretty much done. Yeah, you gonna have to build you a backup channel.
Yeah, but the sad thing about it, you got other people say outside you got women said they want to abort black babies, little boys. They still on. I'm gonna kill you.
Well, what you got to do to that is if they're doing that and you know they're doing that, then you catch a live. Like if I catch a live and whatever, I strike. You strike it yourself. You strike
Yeah,
that hoe and get up out of here.
yeah, but this is the
Excuse my
sad
French,
right.
but
I get you, brother Prince, but it's the sad thing about it, brother Prince. You know who really supported? I ain't gonna say the women, it's the brothers. They okay with that shit. So now it's always gonna be I'm not gonna say uphill climb, but we did brothers like, oh y'all think it's okay, but y'all wanna, but this is what I'm saying. But you want us to build with y'all? Nah, nope.
no,
And
he ain't gonna build.
they need to be gone. They need to be gone, bro.
They letting particular women have free speech. They won't let men have free speech. So you see what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But you was talking about uh, other races of babies. getting you genocide and your ass would be out of here real quick. But you talking about black folks and black boys, you can get away with it. That's hypocrisy by definition.
It is. So that's what like that's when I do family when we get together now, as you know, brother Pierre, I pick out certain slides. I purposely pick them out so the hypocrisy of some of these people is.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Yeah, I give you case in point, right? On TikTok, yeah, actually, white women advocate for men. They do. They advocate for men. There are some women, black women, advocate for men too. They advocate for black men. You know what they do? They have somebody try to get their channels turned off. I'm telling you, because I seen it. It was this black woman. I forgot her name. But when I find it, Prince, I'm gonna send it to your email so you can check it out. And even Pastor Floyd, I'm gonna send it to y'all. It was this black woman talking about that young women need to be accountable. How you could lie on this man to get his channel turned over a lie. You know what happened? In a few hours, she was temporarily got taken off. Over the truth, over documents that she said.
Yeah.
So we have to understand they are black women, do take up for black men, but they get they get targeted too.
Yeah, cancel culture has been going on for a while, for a good while. And then they cancel the ones that's actually speaking and talking real live, and then they play up the grifters, like the pearly things. There ain't no way in the world this girl should be. Now I ain't against white women because speaking up for brothers or brothers dating white women, but no, 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 no. That's all I can say is no right now.
Yeah, but this is the
Well, I
thing
mean,
no, go ahead, brother
if
Prince.
you look for women, if you look at women as of right now, speaking up, yeah, if you want to promote anybody, you might well promote Candace Owens then, nigga. Shit, quit playing. You ain't gonna promote her, you know.
I like Candace Owens.
Me too. I like her
We
too,
talk
but
about
she,
Candace. We have not thrown Candace away because check this right. Candace knows we came and got her when she might have married a white guy, but when them white guys were picking on her when she was in college, who came and got her?
The black man.
We did.
yeah.
So now that they trying to mess with us, she's scared to do it, but she's still trying her best. So I have not turned my back on Candace. Nope, not one bit.
Right. And I put it on my, I put a couple of lives on the channel showing some women that, there's least vested in the black community, I put Love Dorsey up there. Yeah, y'all trying to hear a woman talking in the game, then listen to her then. Damn, nigga. Said,
Now,
this is pearly things.
they don't want to listen to her, bro.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
ain't
want to
trying to be
listen
a
to her.
promoter boy. I'm just doing, what I'm supposed to
Now
be
I understand
doing.
what you're saying. Now, I get what you're saying, but you
Yeah.
know they ain't gonna hear. They ain't gonna listen. They not. Because anything we're not getting off the subject because it's gonna stay with me. But listen, when a black woman check black woman, this society don't like it. And anything that deals with the man, that's worse. And
Absolutely.
these are I mean cut you. I'm sorry, brother Prince, but let me get this out.
No.
And these are facts.
Yeah, them facts. I mean, they don't, they want to promote this gender war so they can keep your eyes off the prize, man. You know? And yeah, that's what they want to do. It's a distraction. And I'm not falling for the distraction. If you're gonna have, if y'all having gender wars, then hey, Bring them particular women on your profile, on your platform, and debate it out. At least it's a constructive debate.
Yes.
Well, make sure you putting out the issues in hand and be able to doggone let the person see what's really going on. You know, see the forest beyond the trees, like they would say.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And also, let me say this. Let me say this though too. And these brothers, and let me get up and say this though, because I got to say this, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, brothers, why you letting black women disrespect us, but you saying, oh, she ain't talking about me? What world that you in? So somebody had, I can't even say that because, but somebody is playing with your bottoms.
Hell no.
I want to know. I don't understand. I don't understand your men, your black man in space. I mean, I do understand. Let me change that. But you being with a black woman that constantly disrespect the black man, clown us as black man, letting you know they use us as black man. Oh yeah, I got a lot of men that I mess with and stuff, but you're gonna say, well, it ain't had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it's like what you said. A black man said, "Well, hey, she ain't talking about me, but she talking about your uncle, she talking about your brother, she talking about your
Yes.
cousin, she talking about your nephew, she talking about your granddaddy and your great granddaddy, she talking about your ancestors. So what are you talking about, man? She talking about you, and she talking about you, nigga. You might not be doing what she talking about, or you might have done something in the past, and you done doggone me, uh, repented from that lifestyle, or better known as death style, or whatever you was on, that was non-constructive to the plight of you and yourself. So I don't want to hear that shit. You know?
We talking about in general, black man is fair. Now we ain't gonna find out what names.
No, we ain't got a name drop.
You
You
have to
already
name,
know the
no, but
damn
it's
name.
in general. All you need to do, be in the space. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna do no name drop because I'm not entertaining that. But the conversation with me and Prince, even Pastor Dollar, we hearing it often.
All you gotta do is go up the food chain. Go up the
Yeah,
food chain.
yeah,
That's all you gotta
you don't ran in.
start
I
going up
mean,
the
come
food
on.
chain.
We'll drop your name, though, because
You
you
ain't got
on
to
here.
drop no names. Go up the
Exactly,
food
right.
chain.
The
Exactly.
black man is there. We'll drop your name, brother, because you in him.
Right.
But yeah, I play your game, but I play it a different way. But I'm not gonna drop no content creator's name down here because
No, they ain't gonna do
you
none of that. But
know
I'm
who
just
content
saying,
creators is.
just be right, be in the space, and you will know. Observe and branch out. You will know. And it's been going on for a long time. And you still got these brothers ain't got no goddamn spine. Like Brother Prince was talking, that could be your uncle, that could be whoever. Even Brother Pastor saying that too, in his way. But see, again, who wants to have these conversations? Because if you talk about me, that means you talk about my late father. You talking my late brother that passed away. You talking about other people that had stood and died to get where that black man had died. And y'all don't have the spine to say that. Y'all don't have the fucking guts to say that. But you let the woman play with your bottom though, right? You be peeling this money out, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
you over there
that
super
is
chat. Yeah, the
who.
niggas over there super chatting.
Yep.
Over there super chatting like a motherfucker. It's a person.
Right.
And that's who. And they are
In
shutting
YouTube,
down.
it's got a doggone picture. Go ahead.
And that's
You
who's
got it, pal.
shutting down all these. That's who's shutting down all these platforms, man. If you say something they don't like, they will shut you down. You will get emails. And you're like, who are these people? Like who? And they work in disguise. Everyone that's why I don't want a large subscriber account because everybody that's subscribed to you is not.
They're not genuine.
They're not. They like a lot of your subscribers don't like you.
No,
They don't
they
like you.
don't. They don't.
So I'm like,
You're breaking up, brother Prince. You're breaking up bad, bro. I don't know. You have a dead space.
yeah, you breaking up bad. You must be riding around.
Right. Yeah, you breaking up bad, bro. Yeah, man. But I'm saying, man, but I mean, like, you look at the people. I don't believe you. It gets to that. I don't believe
Probably
you.
just left because they were trying to really strike.
Because it hasn't happened to them yet. It hasn't happened to them yet, and they're not freelance, right? So, he'll be right back. So if you are in this space and you're freelance and you don't subscribe to like an in particular group, but you're still cool with the group, but you kind of see everyone thinks that you're freelance because you don't want to work with others. I'm freelance because I see how corrupt y'all are, and that's the reason why I'm freelance.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm. Pastor could tell you, and Brother Prince could tell you. These are the two brothers that I show up with. Because you know why? Because they speak the truth and they stand up brothers. They could tell you, I am very particular where I showed up at.
You're extremely you're extremely particular about that. I try to go around and talk to these fellas, but the more and more I do, I see more and more corruption. There is a civil dispute going on between the manosphere right now with two large content creators, and it's all in this space anyway. And I'm like,
Manosphere who?
there's two brothers right now having a big argument amongst one another, comparing girlfriends, comparing lifestyles, people lying about lifestyles. It's going on right now.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's going on right now, and I'm like, yeah, this is a cash grab. This is what I call the Enronosphere, because there's a place called Enron down here in Houston, Texas, and they were running a major scam.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they had their name on Astros ballpark. Boy, it became Minute Maid. Might have changed again. You know how they do that. It was Enron Park. They ran this game. They had Major League Baseball naming rights on stadiums and shit. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Enron was the biggest scam in the game. They had commercials on the Super Bowl and every damn thing. Enron. Let's be real, man. They was on some Brady Madoff shit on the highest level promoting it. You know? So yeah, these people is running these scams, man. These sham gods, these sham frauds, man. You know, running these schematics, man.
But you know what? We always talk about fraternity. There is a fraternity in here. It's the ones refuse to know the truth. And then they will turn their heads and think, oh, nothing ain't happened. There's a fraternity for them. Yeah. Fakers.
Oh yeah. Faking and shaking, man, for real.
Yeah, they fake and shake it. Yes, sir. And we gotta understand these people does exist. I wish some people in the space stop saying, "Oh, they don't." They get their money. Yeah, they fraternity. Yes. Right on, Black man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then it goes to women too. It goes to women too. But we dealing with men today because we dealing with men's talk. We're gonna deal with men. But it happened. Oh, yes, it does. You can see it.
Yeah, it's a class system. It always has been a class system. It always will be a class system. It's just the way the world works.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing but a microcosm of the world and the world views, you know, different social political ideologies that's going forth. You know, you got Marxism, you got Darwinism,
Yeah.
communism, you know, and capitalism.
See,
You
see,
know,
yeah. See, it's easy in the space to pay for classism and bullshit. Very suddenly, people give money for the truth. They try to do things. But see, this is the thing, and I always gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna keep on preaching it, and I don't give a fuck anybody say about this in this space. But you know what they say? You cannot tell me how to spend my money. I spend it the way you. I said, okay. You keep on spending on some BS. That's what you get, BS. So you cannot say when you looking for things to improve if you still want to still spend on BS because BS is BS.
well, you are what you
B,
eat, you are
yeah.
what you eat, you are what you consume. So you
Mm-hmm.
are what you're not getting food for free. You're getting
No.
it for a fee, so you are what you spend your money on. So
So
yeah, you
Right.
spending your own money on bullshit, you bullshit.
There you
so
go.
so think about. See, I heard you say capitalism. Right? It's not capitalism that they're actually doing. It's cronyism. Listen to this definition. Cronyism is the practice um, of partially or particularly in awarding jobs and other advantages to friends or trusted colleagues, especially in politics, between politicians and supportive organizations. So cronyism means they will only work with you if you fully agree and stay under their plan. That's not even It's a fake form of capitalism, and that's what we're doing. We're doing cronyism, not even capitalism. You have to agree and be on the same. When you say politics, you have to politic in this space. Be friends with who they say be friends with. Talk with who they say talk to. Talk about the subjects they say talk about. You have to fraternize in certain circles and certain conversations to be getting cash out or support, which is
Right.
cronyism, not through capitalism.
Yeah. And it's right. And this is the thing about, right? Now, if y'all want to spend your money, spend your money. But if you want progress, you still gotta spend money. So, like I give you a case in point, right? One time, I think it was sometime a few months ago, right? Me and Clarence McLean, we was on the matter of fact, Prince, you was on here too. And you know, we was talking about different things. Prince said, yeah, brother Ray, what you think about doing, man? I heard you gonna think about, put up, do some stuff. I said, yeah, but it takes money. He said, yeah. And so Clarence, so somebody said in the chat, he said, man, it takes money to do merch. I've been want to do merch almost 2 years. But I said, but they rather to put money in, and I'm talking about men. You rather put money into a woman that you know you can't get, or she show you some titties, or she show you her puss, or she talk nice to you and you get googly eyed. Like I said, and like Prince said, you want to play for bullshit, go play for bullshit. But I know there are some people say, "Yeah, I put my money in, and people use it for their own interest." Okay, I understand that too. That's why you got it. That means you got to branch out. If you know, this is the way I feel. If the message is transparent to me, then I know that it's going to be transparent to others. You should support that.
Yes, you should definitely support your interests. But a lot of people interest is bullshit. You know, you starving for entertainment. I mean, I get it, man. I understand that the Cosby Show and the Jeffersons and Freddie Sanford ain't on no more, man. You know, we didn't have to worry about entertainment back in the in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and early 2000s. You niggas come on outside and you was good. Now you niggas got the goddamn, you niggas starving for entertainment so damn bad. Uh, I get entertainment off information. So I'm learning something, I get entertained. If I watch football game, I ain't like if I watch certain football games or whatever, I always say I watch the team. I say you watch this game, I can't learn nothing about that. I can't learn nothing about that team over there. I know what they are. So even if I watch sports or something, I'm gonna watch, watch some Cowboys. They can show me they real or fake or indifferent. If I watch the Buffalo Bills, okay, I'm gonna see if they really on what they on.
Right.
So so I even watch damn football and sports in a different mindset than you niggas do. You know, so any basketball or baseball or whatever. But at the end of the day, so I can comment and share you what the hell really going on over there. A lot of you damn niggas, man, is just on some BS, man. And you know you niggas on some BS. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
And,
You're right about that. Yeah.
and it's on you to get conscious.
I was on one talk of one of the brothers and then he was talking about like
Too much static, bro. Too much static.
You break it
oh,
up,
can you
pal.
hear me now? Can you hear me now?
But still a little too static, man. Too static.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, brother Prince. Let me see things.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't had too much else to say on that. I wanted to hear what Pastor had to say, but he had some static on it. But yeah,
Am I
it is
back?
too much. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you good
good
now.
now.
You good now?
You got
Yes.
it.
So what was going on is these cats was doing live streams on information they ain't even researched, and they told the boy, well, he said, hey, well, I ain't read much or studied much on this. I'm like, hold up, yo. This is a
Yep.
serious. I'm like, hold up, no, yo,
Yes.
no. This is a serious topic you talking about, bro. You got to know what you're talking about a little bit on this one.
They don't, man. They don't want to study, yo. That's the problem. I give you a case in point, right? I already knew Brother Pastor. We knew each other. But when he really got to know me, when I did Margaret Sanger, because I studied. I knew her for a long time, don't be wrong, but I studied. And he said, yeah, on the radio, you got it. You got to study. Like Brother Prince talking about, you have to study.
Yeah, you got to
And
be, I mean, you're a content creator, so you got to be very informed. You got to know the pros, the cons, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to spark somebody to come up on your show and debate you on your shit so you can show them you can knock their heads off intellectually, man. You know, so, you need, and plus you need to study anyway so you can set your armor up so you can go and invite opposition to come to your platform and you can destroy their ass, respectively. There's a couple people I want to, I'm gonna start inviting people onto the platform, but I know I need to get a little more informed on what I want to talk about. So, like I said, you got to invest in your platform, and most investing in books and reading philosophers and everything, and seeing where this shit come from. Why are we repeating these cycles? I have a lot of topics in my mind I want to do, but I'm not informed enough. I have a brass tacks and a generalization of what it is. I know all they're gonna pretty much do is confirm what I'm on, or they can
right.
deconfirm what I'm on. I ready for them to deconfirm what I'm on privately instead of coming on a public platform and making an embarrassment of myself. I don't want to grow off. I don't want to grow off misinformation. I want to grow off information, man. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Y'all keep on talking. I gotta take care of something real quick. So just keep on
Yeah.
talking.
No, ain't no way in the hell that nigga. Yeah. That nigga there need to be struck down. Shit. Hey, you talking about striking? You gonna come out here with this whole ass shit? I've gone around a little bit now. You want to come out here with this whole ass shit and put out this misinformation to the public, and you got all these subscribers. I see that misinformation is the number one way to go on YouTube, Pastor. What the hell going on around here, man? These pseudo intellectuals. That's what they call. They pseudo intellectuals. And you boys is back, and these cats is back. These cats and these kittens is over here backing them 100 miles and running.
I think when you get to a cult of information and everybody having a circular talk and saying the same thing, you don't have to actually rely on having a good, honest conversation. You can have a good, funny, entertaining, informational, with informative conversation. They can, if you look at it, black people are, well, just people in general, our conversations really cover a lot of stuff. They cover the entertainment, they cover the information, they cover a lot. So like, you at least had to have something to come to the table with. And I think that we're dumbing down society. The schools are being dumbed down, politics is being dumbed down, the internet is even being dumbed down. 6, 7 years ago, the internet was smarter. The internet was way smarter. Like Google knew more. There was more stuff on Google. They erased that off Google. They erased a lot of stuff off YouTube. The internet has gotten dumb.
I gave you a perfect example. I was about 7 years ago. A brother had sent me this doggone thing on Instagram the about the Bible, right? And I Googled it up and I found, Holy Biblios, right? The Sun Book, right? I came back 2 weeks ago. I did a live stream and I tried to find it. Couldn't even find it, doggone. Couldn't even find it. Made me look like a damn fool. Because like Cass was, was shitting on the Bible, whatever at the time and everything. And the brother came back and he really wasn't a Biblestonian, a theologian like that. And we had a little conversation about it. I said, the Sun Book, huh? The Book of Enlightenment, huh? He said, yeah, that's what that means, which is co-signed with so-called the Egyptian Book of the Dead. But that ain't really proper name. Need to be the Committed Book of Enlightenment or the Book of Enlightenment. And we pretty much knew that the Bible came out of the committee of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. When you open it up, you'll start seeing some things, and we know that that's older than the Bible. But you got that Holy Biblios situation going on. It's easy to tie it in. See, they took that off the damn Google thing. You can't even find that damn that Latin word on there. But if you get a Latin dictionary or whatever, you'll find it in there. Just to give you an example, how Google is pulling things off. And just to end it, pretty much like when I was listening to a show of Jordan B. Peterson, and he was talking about universities or whatever, and talking about pretty much Google is a social a search engine university. That's to tie it all in together. You should be able to be more articulate and be able to research and back your point. And if it don't back your point, you need to shut that point down and come with something different. You can do your self-study and self-research. The pastor is 100% right about how even Google is dumbing it down. Internet is basically supposed to be a university in your damn hands.
Yeah. I mean, anything you can pull up is Google. I'm being honest. You can pull that shit up. It's quicker. Go to the library.
Yeah, but I can't find Holiest Biblios translation. I can't find the word before Holy Bible. I can't find Holiest Biblios no more. They took that down.
Yeah.
They're gonna probably take Albert Carlin down next when Nick started really going over there.
Listen, Google just wants certain things on because they want to. Certain things that is really the truth, they go take it off quick or they never go put it on.
So you remember when they got rid of the encyclopedias and they put them all on what we call CD-ROM, and they burnt a lot of information out of encyclopedias when they condensed it to CD-ROMs. Now that we're condensing all our information down to not the internet but Google, they are going forget burning books. They're going to make information disappear.
Well, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to start buying books again. You're gonna so because they're gonna get rid of Umar Johnson talked about this back in 2015. He's saying they're trying to burn lyrical books again because they can get them in e form and in Kindle form and all that there, in auto form. They'll be able to go back and change the narratives and lie on them. You ain't gonna be able to get the old scholars and philosophers no more. So you better get back here and start building your own libraries again so you can pass that information on to the next generation of kids and shit.
Yeah.
Universities still have The historical universities have been around, still got them, but you know, a lot of people ain't going to college no more. They
No.
county is, and people starting to not go to that place anymore because it's painting a narrative now with that leftist agenda, and they're not being institutional higher learning anymore. So all those books will still be there. They'll never get rid of them because they're institutions, right? So they'll never get rid of them. They're gonna always be there, but everybody's not gonna have access to go there. You know, you got to be a member of the university to be able to walk in there and get those information, the books or whatever you need. So you're gonna have to purchase your doggone education. You know, you know. So that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm ready to get off right now because I'm about to take care of some things. I will most like God's will. I will be back tonight. Family, we gotta do better. That would be part 6. I got I'm gonna see I could do trying to get a panel discussion. I gotta see, but I don't know. People, I don't know. It really depends. People, y'all want to come or y'all come up and stuff like that. But brother Pastor, if you're around, and brother Prince, if you're around, if you in the chat, I send y'all the link. If y'all want to come and send y'all the link through my email, y'all can come up and we can discuss it. Because I got quite a few to show y'all tonight. This is 10:35. Brother Pastor, last remark, please stay there. Brother Prince, last remark, stay there, right, please, so we can close it out as a family.
Hey, yo, y'all stay up, stay blessed. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Stay right there. Appreciate that. Peace to you and your family. Brother Prince, please.
Yeah, man. Peace and blessings to everybody that listened to this chat, and even people that came in and left the chat. And always peace and blessings, man. The past $40 in you. Underrated darkness, underrated one, number one grinder. I ain't gonna say too much because I already said a lot. But the bottom line is that the propaganda agenda has been here. It's etched in stone. If you go against the propaganda agenda, they will strike your ass. So what you have to do is you got to find creative ways to push your agenda off until you're able to get to the political intelligence and mindset of backing your interests, like we were saying earlier in this live. And then you're gonna have to get out there and politically be able to rock what you rock to be able to have free speech again, because it is a mandate and a mantra and an objective and an agenda, man, to eliminate free speech. They're trying to be like the Marxism and the Stalins. They're trying to be like the Chinese government and the North Korean government. They're trying to bring that shit here. And I say, no, 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 no. That agenda cannot go and it will not grow. Not on my watch, not as long as I can speak about it. Thank you, number one grinder, for having me on
I
your
appreciate.
platform.
Oh man, but thank you. And let me say this though. Thank you, brother Sonny, for always support. I really appreciate that. I think this was. I feel it was pretty good as brothers because that first I wasn't going to do it. I said I don't want to do it. Brothers don't want to come, but it goes to show brothers will come. And I just want to let you know everything that has said on the panel is true, brothers. It's true. We got to motivate ourselves. We got to have we have to stop chasing pussy, imaginary pussy. We got to stop chasing imaginary fake ones. We got to stop chasing flags, if you know what I mean. And then at the same time, if you're all about masculinity, that means you should be all about heterosexual. That deals with yourself, deal with the women, deal with the families. You should not be anti at all. Should not be anti at all. And I stand firm with that. Anything that deals, I'm talking about us as black men. Anything that deals with the brotherhood of us as black men, of our liberation of us as brothers, Anything that go against it, I don't want to have no parts with it. I'm all about moving. I'm all about helping. That's what I'm all about. Encourage. Do the best I can. And I say it again. We can all be leaders. That is true. That's in us. Don't let what the system say, oh, that's not here. Yes, it is. You just got to tap into it. But if there's a brother that has a better plan, put that in your pocket and let's move on. Because you most likely gonna need your plan to keep the movement going. So on behalf of my channel, the Underrated Docs, yours truly, the number one grinder. This is the last of the Underrated Men's Breakfast Fellowship Live. I will have this more. I will have it more. But it's gonna be sparingly, but I'm gonna have it more. Morning Real Talk will be back, God's willing, tomorrow, I believe 10:15, 10:05, 10:15, something like that. And let's build, brothers. Let's build. Let's understand the conversation. Let's understand the information each of these brothers each brothers had given themselves to keep us informed and make sure to keep it going. Even share this out. Share this live out. Okay? If we want this information to be transparent, you gotta share it out, people. Do a live about this. But make sure you speak the truth. Because there are brothers that once changed and they want change and they doing it. Remember that. Again, on behalf of my channel, Underrated Dark, it's yours truly, the number one grinder. I will be back tonight, God's willing, at 10:35. Okay? Got some more to show y'all. I got some more stuff. All right? Got some more hits to show you. Anytime, my brother. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate. Peace to you and your family. So be back tonight. Never know. It might be a panel discussion tonight. Never know. Might put it out there. Never know. But on behalf of my channel, Underrated Dark, y'all shoot the number one grinder. Stay blessed, stay blessed, stay blessed. Good afternoon. This one is Ghost. Stay blessed.